Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? This is Tanya Lea and the gang from the Thoth Workshop. Guys, we are so happy to have you here this evening. We got a treat for you guys this evening. So this is my class who's taking the Thoth Workshop. It's not just a tarot workshop. It is also a self-development course. We're getting to know ourselves a little bit better using the course. We're actually taking the cards and applying it to our life, which is interesting, but also helps us to be able to give better guided messages to you as well, because it's strengthening our intuition and those muscles that we have here. Thank you guys for showing up here live. Don't forget, we are on multiple platforms here. So go ahead and share, because sharing is caring. And we're going to get into a collective message first, but I want to do a little bit of an intro before we start, because you all deserve an intro. Okay. I'm going to start off with Isis. We have Isis here. Isis, I am so excited to have you on this class, and it's been amazing to see you jump the way you have with your storytelling, because I feel like you just came out of your shell. You came out of your shell for this. So I'm excited with the messages that you're going to have for individuals on here. So I'm excited to have you on board. So welcome. Thank you. And thank you for being here. Sheri has taken a lot of my classes. She's also known as the Shadow Priestess as well. She is the truth talker, especially if you want to, well, get straight to the point. She's going to be the person who's the no bullshit reader. So she's got I wouldn't say it's exactly the same, but she definitely has a dry way of stating it, but in a loving manner. We just call it the spiritual spanking. The spiritual spanking is the way Sheri is described, but we love Sheri. And Sheri, it's been awesome to see you do this, because with you and your direction of taking this course, you were just like, I want to just work on myself and I just want to see what happens on this. And it's been really cool to watch you apply those cards in that way. Yes. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. And we have Shelli here, another one of our lovely readers. And Shelli, one thing that's cool about you is that not only are you an amazing person and storyteller, but you have such a genuine heart and you really just want to help people. So, and also you're a teacher. So I feel like you kind of have this whole roundabout way. So she's kind of got our life coach feeling for me. That's how I would really feel it. But our spiritual life coach here, and we love Shelli. And so welcome. And she will also be the reader for tonight. And then finally, we're saving one of my faves, Michael Groomer. We have Michael on here. Michael, too, is one of my favorite readers, and he has been on this journey. And to watch him blossom online with his channel, with his storytelling, with his messages, he has such an amazing way of just really diving into the cards. But he also showcases, hey, how can you take the accountability of this? What can we see in a broader perspective? So it's really cool that you use that. And he's also a teacher. So he teaches, he does all of this thing. So he's also very well-rounded on there. So these are our readers for this evening. Yes, if you want a chance for a reading, that will be coming up. But first, we are going to start with a tarot story. All right. And so you know how my collective stories work, guys. The collective stories, let's just set it all up. Just put ISIS on blast. The collective stories is you take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. It doesn't always fit for everybody, but we can see where the story is going. And the character may not be you. It may actually be an individual you are dealing with as well. So just be open and enjoy the ride. All right. So first, we're going to start off with the challenge of this reading. And Michael's going to start us off with the challenge.
The challenge for this reading is the Chariot card, the Thoth card Chariot. And this is an action-packed card. So this shows that the challenge is moving forward. How's the best way to do that? A lot of things in front of you. The path is yours. The energy is there for you if you choose to use it right. So do you move forward or do you stall? That's the challenge.
Oh, that's a big challenge right there. All right. So we have somebody who is on the go. So we're going to describe who that character is. Now, even though we're using the Thoth deck for them, I'm using cards that you may be familiar with, which is more the Rider-Waite, because I like to mix things up. And so we're going to be using the Rider-Waite for me describing the individual. Let's see what this person's like. What is this person like, Spirit? Oh my goodness. We got the Magician. So I can't wait to see what the strengths and weaknesses are, because I already know with the Magician and what it could be, but I know that Sheri's going to be adding to this. But let's talk about this character a little bit. All right. When you're in the Fool's journey, the Magician is the first card the Fool meets. And that is basically taking all of those tools and saying, I got it. Let me see what can happen. Let me see what I can make. Let me see what I can create. But there is also learning to this. We have to think of the law of mentality here. What a person creates is what they focus on. So really, this individual is not only on the go, but is somebody here who really believes in the law of attraction. Is somebody here who really, can get lost in it as well. But let's focus a little bit on the strengths and the weaknesses. Sheri, if you can help us out. Your card.
Okay, my card is the Star. And the strengths and the weaknesses. First, we'll go with the strengths of the Star. It's really about hope, inspiration, your spiritual insight, and ascending to that spiritual higher realm, healing, faith, possibilities, new beginnings. The weaknesses of this are there's a lot of disappointment because you've been maybe screwed over. You've had error in judgment, probably a lot of them. I'll just speak for myself. I've done that tons of times.
I think we've all been there.
Right. Hey, I'll throw my own ass under the bus. I'm good with that. Lack of faith. So those are some of the strengths and weaknesses of the Star.
All right. This is kind of an interesting start, because the first thing that I noticed with all of these cards is, man, we just got slammed with major arcana cards, like slammed. Like, here we go. Here's our start. All right. I love how this individual is not only is a go-getter, is somebody here who takes the actions to do so. But like Sheri has stated, this is a person here who's not afraid to, take a fall, but has taken falls. All right. So probably has gone through some harsh lessons. So let's see what the rest of the story is. We're now focusing using the Rider-Waite. I'm using the vintage deck. I'm going to allow reversals for the story play. Here we go. Oh my gosh, more major arcana. We have the Hermit. We have the Three of Pentacles here reversed. And we have the 10 of Wands. All right, so this person's been burnt really badly. This is an individual here who is definitely looking at partnerships here that did not work out. I also feel like this person, when I see reversals, are extreme. So just because it's reversed doesn't mean these things aren't happening. This person here is very much deep in thought, deeply in thought here with the Virgo energy of collaboration. It always is this essence here of two heads are better than one. And it's interesting because I had a reading about working together not so long ago with a collective reading. It feels very much like this. I have a person here who is hyper independent, sometimes takes so much of the burden on themselves where it does feel exhausting. It does feel burnt out. But also there's this heavy energy of I need to prove myself. I need to get further. Oh my goodness, we got the star again.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
This person is heavily going through a healing journey, Aquarius energy. This is an individual here who is starting to realize that they can open themselves up. And I feel like there is something here about realigning, who I realign with, what are the different opportunities I can do? Is this will I be able to adjust to this? I mean, but it's the Two of Pentacles. So this individual looks like they're willing to take a shot. I mean, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like this individual here is willing to take a shot. But there are fears. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Wow. We have the Ace of Pentacles here with the Two of Pentacles. What's that make? Three of Pentacles.
Three of Pentacles right there.
We have the Three of Pentacles. So there is an opportunity to work into. So collective, this is something where I feel it's better to work with an individual because you can see the expansion of the possibilities. This can come in work. This can come friendships. This could be deepening bonds. But there is something here that is deepening. But I really want to focus on here the gains and the losses. And so we're going to first start off with the gains of this individual if they take this partnership. Isis. Oh, she's on mute. Hold on.
I got it. So as far as the gains, I really feel this person is the type of person that really wants to follow their heart. I think that they probably may have or actually may be really good with organization. And so what advice that I would give them when they're using their skills is to kind of structurally plan how they're going to go about getting what they want and what they need. I feel that they can be a very good leader and make some very wise choices as long as they are following their passion and then they're aligned with what's in their heart.
Do you know what's amazing about the Emperor too? The Emperor is all four kings in one, basically. It doesn't matter which deck system you are. It really is. It's embodying them all. It's all the elements. But what I love about the Emperor too is that he has to make tough decisions, and he's willing to make tough decisions and what's right for not only him, but for what's around him. And to be in Emperor mode and go from this means that this person is really trusting their boundaries now, is not afraid to say no or yes to situations, and is going to state it. So this person's very good at community and be able to be very authoritative when it comes to communication. It's a very interesting gain. What are some of the losses here? Shelli.
Yeah, so I got the Ace of Cups.
Mm-hmm.
And the Ace of Cups is all about love, compassion, intimacy. So you kind of wonder, why is that loss? And what I really feel from this person is there's some risk. There's some risk with loving and giving so much to everyone else that I feel like your cup is runneth over and you have to keep enough for yourself, right? So don't give it all away. You love deep. This person really loves and cares and is a giving person, but you got to protect your own heart, protect your own self, or you will give it all away. This person will just be empty if they don't keep some of that for themselves. So
What a
that's
beautiful way of looking at it. And I love this too for this individual, because the Ace of Cups too is unconditional. It's unconditional love. So even if you fail or lose something, you still love yourself anyways, as Shelli points out to that. All right. Well, that was our collective story, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was fun, guys. That was fun. I'm glad we got to do that together, build our story together. That was some of the exercises that we have done in this, is to build stories, work collectively together. But now we are going to open the floor to guidance for you guys. Open the floor to guidance. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Well, we have amazing readers right here. So if you guys feel drawn to individuals, that's okay. You know, specifically, you can ask for that. Doesn't mean you'll get it. But if guided, I want you guys, and you feel open to receive a message, I want you to type open. If you want something that is just guidance, because that's what you're going to be getting, is some kind of guidance, because that's how we utilize on my course, how we utilize the Thoth Deck. Or if you have a specific question, you may ask a specific question, but please note, all right, no legal questions, none. I don't want any of that. All right, we can't give legal advice. All righty, we got some people here who are open to readings. As you guys feel guided, let me know. Don't forget, guys, to share. So they're just, because we cannot always, if you are in the Harmonia group, your names are coming up as Facebook users. So I'm going to ask you either to state your name if you're in the Harmonia private group, or go over to Harmonia Tarot so that we can see your name, because we're not going to know who you are. All right, we have Shelli wants to take Tammy. So Tammy is up. We're going to give Shelli the floor.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
You. I see myself. That's lovely. I got oppression. So the 10 of Wands, and this card really shows, Tammy, I feel like I feel real heavy in my chest, like you're very overburdened or stressed, or really feeling like there's stuff going on, and overwhelmed really comes to the forefront on this card. I'm going to pull from the Good Tarot deck. And I got the Chariot. So if you remember the Chariot and the story, really just die hard, taking challenge, going forward, and that's you. And I feel like maybe you're just needing to harness that energy and some of this overburden. And I don't know if it's something that you want to do and you just feel like you're don't have time, or you don't have the energy. I feel really heavy, like there's just something really heavy going on. I'm going to pull one more card. And I love this card. It's transformation. So if I pull this together, this is really telling me that you are going hard for something, and you are kind of burning the candle both ends, and you're stressed, and something is just feeling really tight, but there's something going to break through really soon. But you have to give yourself that grace, and you have to say no. I keep hearing saying no to something. I don't know if it's just something you have to not do, but you need to take some time away. And as you transform, you're going to be working through all of this really tough stuff that you're dealing with. And like I said, I just feel really heavy, like there's stuff that you're just exhausted and tired and overworked, and you're hard charging, and you're going to not stop, but you need to stop and slow down. But soon there's some transformation coming. There's something going to break through, but you got to remember to give yourself grace and give yourself some time to just breathe. And I feel like it's really cool what's gonna come through for you, your transformation. This is just a sweet picture of a little girl, and she's just blowing. I don't know what it is. It looks like almost like blowing something. Reminds me of the dandelions, when you blow the dandelions and something just transforms, right? A beautiful flower, and it transforms into seeds, and it goes out and it spreads the seeds all over and grows something beautiful. So that's coming, my friend. But that's what I'm getting for you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you.
All right. Thank you, Shelli. All right. And don't forget, guys, when you receive the message, commentary is always welcome. Thank you. She says, wow, Shelli, thank you so much. All right. So, who's ready to go next? Is it Isis or Sheri? Which one of you ladies is ready to go? Sheri, you said you need a minute, so I wasn't sure. Okay, Sheri says she's ready. Sheri, who was it?
Sheri always needs a minute.
Sheri, who was it again you picked?
I believe it was Renee Ann. I don't remember her last name. I'm sorry.
I got it. Renee Ann, right here. Renee, are you here? Please let us know. Isis, who did you pick, just so I can give them a heads up?
Jennifer Paddock.
All right, Jennifer Paddock, you're going to be next. Please let us know that you're here, Renee and Jennifer, to receive the message. I don't know who I am here is. So you're in the group. Make sure you're going to Harmonia Tarot or state who you are. But next person up is, I just had it and I lost the name again. The feed's going quick. Renee. That's where it was.
All right. For Renee, we are actually going to start. Great fucking card. Sorry.
You're good. You're fine.
Oh, okay. So I'll try and watch that.
You're good right now.
We are starting off with the universe. Great card. That is the end of the Fool's journey. So this is about, you have learned a whole lot of lessons and you are ready to start over. You've had lots of patience. You've taken the hits. You have been kicked to the curb lots of times. But you didn't give up and you just kept pressing forward. You were wrapped around in snakes here. You got kicked. But the interesting thing with this is the next card, I don't actually know what deck this is. I think it's a phantom deck or something. But what's interesting is you got the Eight of Cups afterwards. And this is really about, you're moving on. You're just leaving all the shit behind you. You've had enough. You've learned all your lessons. You're ready to start over because you've finished everything that you've learned. And you're making a final judgment. That's it. You're done. You're not putting up with anybody else's shit. You've had enough. You've balanced your scales out. They know where they can go. And you're not picking up any more crap from anybody else. You're not letting anybody stand in your way. You are on the way up. You're ascending. You know where you want to go. And you're not going to let anybody stop you. You are going right back to square one with the Fool. And you're ready to start over. And that's really all it is. It's you've learned it. You've lived it. You're telling the tale. And now you're ready to start over with a brand new journey. And a better one without all the shitty lessons. That's what I have for you.
Well, that sounds nice. No.
They're actually really good cards. I know, it was a nice message. I'm surprised myself.
Alrighty. All right. So the next one we have here was for Jennifer. Jennifer is up next with, well, let me find Jennifer's name, for Isis. Isis, you are up. And then we have Barbara. Barbara, let us know that you're still here. You're next.
All right. So Jennifer, what I pulled for you is, I don't know if you can see this very well, but it is the art card. And so what I pick up is like a need for balance. So kind of when I look into your energy, what I see is I see all these different strings that are going in a different direction. What I feel is that your time is being pulled in so many directions, either by someone or something is taking up your time, where you're having to give your energy constantly to them or to whatever project that you're working on. And I feel that you don't have a lot of time for yourself. I kind of get the sense that I get this feeling of like getting headaches or getting like stress and maybe having a little bit of anxiety. And so what I feel for you is that you need like a little bit of more time to yourself. I also pick up that you're a bit of a creative person, maybe in some type of an artistic way. And I feel that there are things that you want to do, but like I feel like there's like this clock that's constantly ticking, and you're worried about not having enough time to do the things that you love. So Spirit is kind of really just kind of giving you the nudge to tell you to take out time for yourself, because you can't give out your energy to everyone else and then not have enough room for yourself. So just take a little time out every day just to do something that you love.
I still love that deck. It's still one of my favorites. It's such a classic deck, the Light Seers deck. All right, so Barbara is up next with Michael.
Hi, Barbara. Thanks for letting me read for you. I read your question in the comment. You just kind of wanted to know if you were on the right track in your life right now. So that's the intention I put behind the question. And in the Thoth deck, I pulled the Wheel of Fortune card. And I'll talk a little bit more about this in a minute. I wanted to do a second one to that. And it is the Seven of Wands. And this is about having courage, confidence in what you do. It's also about your self-expression, expressing who you are as a person as you move forward into wherever you want to do. So where you are in your life right now, as you think about the future. It's very important on this that you take into consideration who you are, how you feel about yourself, and actually who you want to be, instead of perhaps what you think others may want you to be or perceive that you should be. I pulled a couple of tarot cards, and this is from the a different deck that I don't have the name right now. I'm so sorry. But the first one is Nine of Swords. This is interesting that this came up, because not because you're in your head and you're having nightmares or anything like that. And you may have you're thinking about this a lot. But I believe the reason why the Nine of Swords came up is because in those moments when we're having that mental anguish, and swords are about the head, about the thoughts, is that all of it's not always realistic. We put a lot into that is not real. And so when we are worried about a decision or something, we put so much thought behind it that it expands into things that it's not. So we're not always seeing things we're not seeing them in the realistic view. And I feel very strongly the reason why this card came up is for that reason alone, is to let you know the things you may be concerned about and worried about, they're not necessarily real. It's just things that have happened in your head that you've worried about all the different consequences, or you've thought of all the different, you've run all the scenarios. I'm going to put it that way. You've run all the scenarios, because girl, you're not crazy. We know that. You've run the scenarios, and they have gone their little paths, and sometimes they go to endings in our thoughts that they're not realistic. So don't give those a lot more energy than you have to. The follow-up to that is the Eight of Coins, and this is great. And what this card is showing is that you're a master at your craft. You know what you're doing. You have all the skills, abilities, you have all the training, you have everything that you need in order to move forward. What would be perfect here would be one of the cards that, like the World card or something, that'd be perfect. That's what should follow up on this. But I think to answer your question, are you on the right track? Absolutely. Everything is fine. And the fact that you're worried and thinking about the future or what may be shows that you're taking all this into consideration. So you're doing everything right. I wanted to pull one last card, for just the spiritual, just to clench it. And sock monkey, and you got leap of faith. And what Spirit's saying is just go for it. Just jump, make the jump. You're fine. You're going to be caught. Everything's fine. You have a whole support team behind you. You know what you're doing. And coming back to the Wheel of Fortune, I want to end with that one. The Wheel of Fortune, and I just did a reading on this recently. The Wheel of Fortune can go either way. When we spin around on that, we can have everything that we want. But there's also a bad side, and that could be if we get caught in a repeating cycle and a pattern. The Nine of Swords could be showing that if you're worried and thinking too much about it, that's kind of a repeating pattern of thoughts. And it's time just to let that go and take that leap of faith, move forward in what you want to do, because the other side, they support you regardless. They always support you, and they'll never tell us exactly what to do, but they will always support us. I hope that resonates with you, and thank you for letting me read for you.
Thank you, Michael. So, Shelli, you had said Gina. I just want to make sure I got it right. Is it Gina Coppola? Is that the one?
Yes. Yes, I believe.
Gina, if you are here, let us know. You are going to be next. I'm going to state some names so individuals are ready to go. We're also going to Ashanti's the next one. And then Dana. So if you guys can comment, Ashanti and Dana, that you guys are here because you're going to be next. But first, let's go on here with Gina, who is open for a message with Shelli.
Hi, Gina. Hope you're having a great day. So the first card I pulled is the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups normally represents loss, regret, sadness, or mourning. And I do feel like there's something you've lost. And I don't know, I really feel like it has something to do with maybe career or a person in your life that you trusted or something you thought was a sure thing. And this card just really feels like there's something you had and it was maybe even unexpected. So I am going to pull from the Good Tarot deck. The Seven of Earth as well is what came up for me. And that is really that card. And I'm going to do my cheat sheet because they have great insight here. This talks about something new, opening a new strategy, being at a crossroads and having a decision to make. So I want to encourage you that if you've lost something or something is not working out the way that you want to, that this card is talking really about looking at all the options and making a decision at the crossroads. And this says, as I reflect on my progress and see where I stand, I contemplate where I want to continue singing a new song or changing and making my own. So I feel like there's all hope is not lost and things may feel kind of really down right now, but a door, the door closes, another one opens, comes to mind where there's something better. There's something that's going to work out for you. I wanted a clarifying card, and I feel like this card just nails it. And this is more of a happy card. So it's 10 of Air. And this card is gracefully ending and new beginnings, a point of epiphany and an end to an old way of thinking. And what this card says, and I'm going to read it out of the book because it's really cool. It's all up from here as I bless this ending, grateful for the lessons that I have learned. I have learned that I can free myself from patterns that no longer serve me. I allow my circumstances to end with grace as I know some things better can appear at any time. I am thankful from now on I can respond differently to any challenging situation or pattern. So while this might call out and feel like this is not a great card. It just shows that there are several paths. There's some decisions, but at the end of the day, be thankful for the lessons and look forward to the new opportunities that are coming to you. Thank you for letting me read for you.
I just realized I was on mute. Sorry. I said I really like the combo of the Good Tarot deck with the Thoth deck. Just because the Thoth deck has the ability to see all sides. You see the good, the bad, the ugly, and the amazing in these cards. I mean, they're all wrapped in one. You can literally take one card and dive deep into it just with the symbolism alone. And one of the cool things during this course was to watch how each individual reader here has not only used her intuition, but was guided to do research. And we saw it. We saw them doing research because it's not just Hermetic law that it's based upon. There's a lot of Judaism here, the esoterics, the tree of life, astrology, zodiac, all of that combined. So depending on where you go, you can find a lot of information, a lot. And these guys dug in deep. I mean, Isis alone really went deep into these cards. She would sometimes give us some history on the symbolism that we were sitting back and learning from her findings. So these decks are a lifelong study. It's not just something that's an easy read. So to be able to take these cards on is a big deal because it's a completely different deck system. So, all right. Is Ashanti here? Because she was next for Isis. So Ashanti, if you could just let us know that you're here. And we also have Nighthawk as well that Sheri was going to have on board. And Michael is going to read for Michelle Thompson. So if you are here, let us know. All right. Yes, Ashanti is here. We're going to give Isis the floor. So just so you guys know, Nighthawk is next. And then we have Michelle Thompson. So if you guys can let us know that you're here.
All right, Ashanti. So the card that I pulled for you is basically the Magus card. So this is kind of similar to the Magician, and I kind of feel I'm getting this feeling that you are a person that has a lot of inspirations. And I feel like you're kind of looking for direction, like you're trying to grasp for something. And I feel like you're basically searching for answers on where to go. But I don't know why I was picking up on something that might be work related. So I'm not quite sure what you do, or if you're looking for like the next step, or whether to apply for a promotion. But I do feel like it might be something to do around work, but something you're definitely aspired to do. I want to tell you that you may feel like things may not be going your way, but I feel like you're kind of on top and you probably have a really good opportunity and moving in the right direction. I also feel like I need to tell you that you're protected for some reason. And so I want you to kind of think about your approach. Kind of find ways to maybe possibly get your foot in the door, or maybe even asking other people about their experiences, just to give you kind of the right way on where to go and how to do it. You don't, it doesn't feel like you have anything that is against you in this decision. So just know that the energies that are around you are actually working for your benefit, if that makes any sense.
All right. Thank you, Isis. Guys, don't forget, if you guys get a reading, show us your appreciation. Let us know how you are taking the message here. And we're going to get, who was next? I said it was Nighthawk, I think.
Yeah.
Nighthawk is next. Who's reading for Nighthawk? Sheri?
I am.
All right. I'll give you the floor and I'll find Nighthawk's name. This is a full-time
right.
job, apparently, doing this moderating. I feel for you guys. This is what it's all about.
Well, Dana, what the hell do you got going on? The first card we're going to start with is the Chariot. We all know the Chariot is about moving forward, relocating, and leaving all the shit behind. But by the other cards, that is not what you're doing. You had your one wheel of your Chariot, I think, has fallen off and it's in a snowbank somewhere. You need to go in and get some repairs done on your Chariot. It's stalled. You ran out of gas. I don't know what happened. You are at some kind of crossroads that you need to make a decision. You have the Two of Swords. That is so hard to see. Sorry, guys. You need to make a decision here about, I'm going to say, obviously this has to do with working together with somebody and moving. You're in denial. You're at a stalemate with somebody about what is going on. It's either you or somebody else is not seeing the truth. You have your swords up and you are ready and you are speaking things and somebody's not listening to you. You need to, because you're up in your head, you're guarded, you're wounded with the Nine of Wands. You have these walls up. You have to maintain these boundaries with this person, with whatever is going on. This really has to do with working together and getting something off the ground and moving forward with it. But I don't think your boundaries are very good. But you've been pretty wounded, and yeah, they kind of suck, your boundaries. But the last card that you have is it's a Three of Pentacles, and that's about teamwork and collaboration and shared goals. So you need to start working together with somebody. I don't know who it is, because you are not getting along. You're not seeing eye to eye on something. But wherever you are at, it's not working for you and it's not good. You need to get your Chariot fixed. You need to get on the same page, stand your ground, and start working together to get to the same goal. And you definitely are not doing that right now. That's what I got for you, Dana. You're on mute.
I forgot I was on mute. I'm sorry. I said, and with love.
Oh, with love, yes. Yes, with love, Dana. Love you.
Like her on Facebook, Dana.
I love you, Dana.
She said, thank you. This makes sense. The family got sick, all of them, and I put my stuff aside.
Yeah,
So,
don't be
yes,
doing that shit.
Yeah. All right. We have, who did I say? I already forgot my order. I think I said Michelle Thompson is up. So we got Michelle Michael.
All right. Michelle, thank you for letting me read for you. I want to say that the Thoth deck, you can shuffle and shuffle and shuffle and pull, and you keep coming up with major arcana cards. How is that possible with this deck? I hate that. But that being said, that's what we have for you, the first card. I pulled the Fool. I did do a clarifier, don't worry. But I pulled the Fool, and this, so new journey, new adventure. However, I am not picking up that you really wanted to do this on your own necessarily. That you're in it. I hope I'm wrong on what I'm going to tell you, what I'm seeing or feeling, but I feel that you're embarking on a new direction, a new path, or new something because you have to, not necessarily because you just willingly wanted to walk into it. So something has happened. I pulled a follow-up to this, and I got the Three of Swords. And this is interesting because we talked about this in class last week. And this particular card really resonates with me because if you look at that, you see the flower shapes in the background. but that's a maze. To me, it looks like a maze that a person's walking through. So this indicates that this journey that you're in, whatever this new thing you're taking on, new adventure, new beginning, whatever, there's a lot of deep thought going into this one. And it's almost a maze. You can easily get trapped in your head and stuck and just going around in cycle, trying to figure out, what am I going to do? Which way do I go? What do I do? Why am I here? Why do I have to do this on my own, etc.? So again, I hope I'm wrong in this, but if not, I really feel for what you're going through right now, because there's a lot of thought involved in this. I pulled a couple tarot cards. I wanted to look more into what is actually going on and what's causing some of the problems. And we have the Four of Coins. Now on this one, if you hear my dog is dreaming and she's barking behind me, so I apologize for that. But with this one, this card is often, it's sometimes called the miser card, or it's about being very possessive and tight with your money, with your resources. Again, on this one, I don't feel that it's because of that possibly you're being a miser. It's more of a protective stance or a defensive stance. It's like you have to pull everything back in and really guard it and watch it, because there's not a lot of trust there of other people possibly. And so there's that. And there's also looking at what you do have, especially if you're moving forward into something new. You need to have your resources in order. It can also be something, though, as simple as you are wanting to start a new business or change careers or something, and you're worried about will the finances work out. So this can play out different ways. However, it resonates with you and what your situation is. But I really feel that this is something that with this energy, it's that you have to do that right now, that you feel that you have to, just for your own protection and to make sure you have what you need. What follows that up, and this is beautiful, it's the star. The star. This is great energy. And this shows that this is what's ahead for you. And on this one, on the star, it says renewal, hope, inspiration, serenity, calm, wishes, dreams, and healing miracles. So that's what follows. This is where you may be right now, what you're feeling in your head. And you're being very wise and guarding and protecting what you have and making sure it's safe, because you do have something really great ahead of you. So regardless of what you're going through right now, more importantly, regardless of the reason why you are going through what you're going through right now, you're doing everything right. You're taking care of yourself. You're making sure that all your resources are taken care of, because you are headed to something better, definitely much, much better. And to since sock monkey partnership. So you can't make this up. Partnership, that could be either a new relationship with a person, it could be a new business, a new career, a new employer. It could be anything you want it to be. Everything looks good. So anyway, I hope that resonated with you. Thank you for letting me read for you.
I love those sock monkey cards.
I know, right? They're so spiritual. Cute. You mix those with Britney Spears and Karen cards, and you have a whole spirit fest right there.
The whole thing, right?
Absolutely. Can't go wrong.
All right. Is Teresa here on YouTube? Teresa, are you still here? We would like to read for you. Isis would. Let us know that you're still here. After that, we have Shelli's going to be reading for Maggie Kennedy. Maggie, you're going to be after Teresa. And Sheri, you're going to be reading for Nancy Bulliard. So let us know that you guys are still here. And if you guys are still open, because there is a lot of you on the... Yep, we got you. She's right here. Yep, you're getting a reading here with the one and only.
Hi, is it Teresa or Teresa? I think I was thinking it might be Teresa, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you your card. So what I pulled for you was the Four of Cups. Don't know if you can see it very well. And what I picked up from this card, this like gives me the feeling of family. And then I feel like there is like a built up of emotion from it. And what I'm picking up from that is that you're basically, you come across, as far as your energy, as a very solitary person. You have your own ideas, you have your own like independence and things that you kind of just want for yourself, and you're very much the type of person that likes to be kind of in a solitary mindset, and that may conflict with other opinions or thoughts that maybe some family members might have. And so I kind of also feel that there might be some discomfort feelings about being so separated in your thoughts from what other people you might know or might be close to. But like spirit is kind of telling you that there is a reason why that you're very independent. There is a reason why you think that the way you do. It's really something that empowers you. It's something that makes you feel very much an individual. You're not the type of person that goes with the flow or runs with the crowd. You're the type of person that's kind of, set in your own ways. And that is kind of made you the person that you are today. It's gotten you very far in life. And so as far as like family is concerned, you can still have a good, wonderful connection with family and still have these separated ideas. I am not sure if it has to do with like certain political beliefs or maybe even religion. But the more that you stand out, the more that you stand rooted in your own thoughts and your own opinions, you're going to find other people who may not be personally related to you, but they'll be drawn to you and they will become like family to you in a way. And so I don't know if you don't have a lot of fulfillment or connection with your own personal family, but those that you're born with doesn't necessarily need to be someone that you are aligned with. Family is truly what you make for yourself. And so, just keep doing what you do and keep shining as an independent person that you are. So I hope that helps.
Thank you, Isis. And Michael, just so you know, Michelle had said here, wow, thank you. That's everything I needed to hear. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but here he is. That's Michael.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much. I also want to say hi to Ashanti. She's one of the local people I know. I'm so happy that Isis read for her.
Oh, that's
Ashanti,
exciting.
she's a reader. She's amazing. So awesome. Thanks for coming, Ashanti.
Yeah, we appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right. We have Sheri's going to be reading for Nancy, who's one of my moderators here. My two moderators. My moderators. Well, my one moderator is reading for my other moderator. This is cool.
Okay, Nancy, I love you.
Oh God, here we go. Nancy, are you ready?
Just start there. Well, we start off with the adjustment card. And this is basically the equivalent to the Justice card in the regular tarot. So this really is, well, you know what? I mean, your scales are not balanced. You have your truth here, your sword. You are partially wearing a mask. You're not balanced at all. I'm going to kind of say you're lying to yourself about something. You're not being honest. That's what this card is telling me. It's actually just screaming this at me. One of the reasons why we know that is because we have the Three of Swords. Now, you are obviously going through heartbreak, grief, and loss. You may be telling people that you're okay. You may be telling yourself that you're okay, but I don't think you are quite there quite yet. And maybe you need to reach out a little bit and be like, hey, just a straight ass message. Hey, I'm not okay. I need to talk. I feel like you're trying to tell people you're good, but you're not really. You want justice, because that's the other card that came out. You have it twice, actually. You got justice in the Thoth and in the Tarot. And you want karmic justice in a situation. You want things to be fair. You want things to be equal. You want the truth. You want things to be balanced out. This is about life lessons. This is, the Hermetic law of cause and effect and polarity. It's not quite there right yet, but if you can literally let this situation go, let it go, because I know what it is, you're going to feel so much better, and you're going to be back in balance. You may not get to see the justice that you want to see. You may not get it, but that's not up to you. Throw it back and give it to the universe. It is up to them. It's theirs now. I just happened to pull an oracle card, and you guys know I don't like oracle cards, but I did. And the one that I got is living light energy. See the beauty in life. I mean, it's just absolutely electrifying. So this, to me, it's a super, super happy card. I know it's hard to see, but it's just lightning everywhere, and it's bright, lighting the whole world and the sky up. That's what you do, Nancy, when you can let this go. Don't worry about things having to see that karma. It will happen when it's supposed to happen, and you're not going to see it probably, but it's not yours to worry about. Get on with it and leave it behind. And I have more, but I'll probably tell you that later, because we're not going to do that here. And I love you, Nancy. But yeah, you got justice.
Love and light, Nancy.
Like, follow, and share.
Should I just not read anymore?
No, reminder. Sheri picked somebody that she knows, so she's giving it in that level, but she do give the truth serum in there, and it's only out of love, because you got to reminder, guys, with these tarot cards, a lot of people come in here asking for advice and utilizing these cards as though it's the end all, and that's not how they should actually be used.
No.
So it's up to you how you want to take the message and what you're ready to hear. And some people are not ready to hear the message, or they'll get upset about it or butthurt, and that's okay. But you don't have to take it either. You don't have to receive it. Right?
Exactly.
All right. So who do we have next? We have Maggie, who I almost forgot. I'm so sorry, Maggie. Shelli reminded me. All right. So we're going to switch gears here to Shelli and get Maggie on board.
All right. Thank you, Maggie. The first card I drew is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords is a card that can kind of come across as anxious or having burden, maybe even illness or sickness. So I don't know if this is you or somebody you're close to. I do feel the anxiousness and feeling just overwhelmed again. This must be the theme that I'm pulling from everyone, but there's good news. Wait, there's more, I should say. I then pulled another top card, and that was the Three of Wands. And this card is a little lighter, and it's more about looking ahead and that there's better times coming. So whatever's going on here, it's going to get better. So hang in there. It's tough, but there's a couple other cards I drew. So out of the good tarot deck, I then pulled the High Priestess. So this is all about kind of mystery, trusting yourself, and really being the high priestess that you are, really being true to yourself, listening and trusting your gut. I think whatever's going on, you know that it's going to get better. But really listen into that and feel into that. Take your the intuition and what you're hearing and what you're feeling, and know that you have to trust yourself, and you really are a dynamic person, and you really do know that things will get better, and it's a trial and it's a test, and you're going to come out on the other side. So I wanted one more card, and I love this because I got the Four of Earth. So discs, pentacles, all that is kind of this earth energy. This is all about the divine plan and manifestation, and things are going to work out. However, just like you have to do some of the work, because you got to believe in yourself and believe in the situation that it's going to turn around, and know that there are many paths and there are many options, and there's all these other versions already playing out. But to get to that, you've got to believe in it. I feel like self-affirmations are something that are really going to be useful for you. So tell yourself that at night. Tell yourself that in the morning. Tell yourself, thank you for this. Thank you for the abundance. Thank you for the blessings. Whatever it is that you're struggling with, or maybe someone else is struggling with, that's hurting you, it's going to get better. And you really have the power. Just listen to your intuition. Watch the signs. I feel like you're going to be getting some signs in the next 2 days that you're just going to see overwhelming signs. And that's part of the intuition and your own self coming out and saying you are going to be okay. And here, watch for the signs, but do the work. Use powerful affirmations and really believe in what you need and what you want the outcome to be. And I feel like it's all going to be just a whole different story than where you're at right now and what you're looking at. So that's what I have for you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. Have a great night.
All right. Thank you, Shelli. And Sheri, Nancy had some feedback here, and she said, awesome. So reminder, she still loves you. She still loves you. All right. So we have Michael up. He's going to be reading for Vicky.
I'd love to read for Vicky. Vicky needs to be read. Vicky, I swear on all that's holy, if you unfollow me after this reading, I will track you down. Okay. Actually, it's a good reading, Vicky. So on the Thoth card, I pulled the Three of Cups. This is nice, right? Until I pulled the next one, which is the Five of Discs. So we have some battling energy going on here with these two. And what I definitely pick up is that this is all taking place up here in your thoughts. So it's some energy. So around you, you have this energy of abundance. You have friends, you have a great social life. You have people that love you. You have abundance everywhere around you. But for whatever reason, you are really caught up in a lot of worry right now, that you're possibly thinking, you're going to lose things. It's not enough. There's a lot of concern about that. And that's really kind of blocking your abundance, but not only blocking your thoughts about abundance, but it's also blocking manifesting abundance. And that's, I believe, what this message is about on this one. So you have these two conflicting energies. You're surrounded by one thing, but all you see is another. It's all you seem to focus on. And why are you focused on that? And that's in the devil. Now, the devil, you read cards, so you know how this can be interpreted, but I really want you to focus on the picture. You have a woman, and she's behind bars. And this is about, the keywords on this one is about control or being controlled. And this is control of the thoughts. So right now, really think about your thoughts about the situation, because remember, our thoughts create our realities. And also, too, the bars on these bars represent being trapped in the past and past cycles, past whatever it is. Those days are gone, and it's a whole new thing moving forward. So perhaps you're still really trapped in your thoughts, and you're concerned and worried about not having what you need to move forward to the abundance, but that those thoughts are actually blocking you, because what lies ahead for you is the 10 of coins. So you have, this is a duality thing here. This is a message for bipolar people or something, but which you're not. But so you have these two energies. You have, you know, abundance, and then you have worry, and then you have the devil, and you have the 10 of coins. So these are two different mindsets, really. Now, how do you move beyond that? What's the answer? And that is taking on the energy of the high priestess. Really think about this. The high priestess is connected to both sides, you know, the spiritual and the earthly side. She interacts with both, as do you. So your thoughts, they're based on patterns from the past. The past is over. You've moved on. You've grown. You've helped many people grow as well. So take on the energy of the high priestess. This shows up to let you know the answers are inside of you. All the rest of the stuff in your mind that you worry about, it's of no effect. It means nothing. You can speak all that away like that. You are in control of your destiny, and you have great things ahead of you. Allow yourself to accept that. Now, as a final message from Spirit, I decided to pull a card from a really nice deck called Karen Channels Uranus Oracle Cards. You may have heard of this deck, Vicky. It's all the rage right now. But the back of this card says, well, I'll let you read it. It says, sweetie, pucker is for Uranus, not your face. You are wound way too tight. Life is short, so loosen up the sphincter lips and have some fun and try smiling. It probably won't kill you, and it won't kill you. Vicky, you have great things ahead. The past is over. Don't worry about the universe has always provided for you. You've never been let down. You're not living on the street or anything like that, and nor will you ever. And you always have a place to stay in Arkansas if you decide to move out. All right? Thank you for letting me read for you.
That was so sweet of you to offer your place to her.
For Vicky, you bet. I'd get some great. Yeah, Vicky, I love Vicky. Vicky's amazing. Yeah.
Alrighty. So we have Isis. I believe we're going to try to read for Angela. I didn't see Angela Maynard, though. She didn't comment back. So Angela Maynard, can you just let us know if you're here, who is on Facebook? Let us know you are here. Isis would like to read for you. I'm going to find the comment now.
Oh, there she is.
There we go.
All right. Hi, Angela. So I also pulled the 3 of Cups for you. And so this is the abundance card. This doesn't necessarily feel like materialism to me. I personally feel that you are the type of person that has everything that you have. So for some reason, I don't know if you are a Twilight Zone fan, but there is an episode of Twilight Zone. The guy that had played the original Penguin in the Batman series, like the little silly one back in the 60s. There is a phrase that he says in the Twilight Zone because he loves reading books. And of course, there's this bomb that goes off and kills everybody. And all he wants to do is read. So there's something that he says in there. It says, I have all the time in the world. So what I'm picking up from that is you had just left something that was kind of really passionate for you, something that that you just you walked away from. And so what I feel is like you're almost searching for what's next. And so what the universe kind of wants to tell you is that, you have these options of what to do next. I feel this is more of kind of soul searching, searching for your purpose. And so there are these options that are coming your way, but they don't necessarily look very interesting for you. But the universe is kind of telling you that you don't need to narrow it down to just a few things. You have all the time in the world. You have all of your options kind of right there in front of you. So, do some thinking about it, and you don't have to necessarily pick one. You can pick multiple. But these are the times for you to kind of weigh out what's really important, what you really care about, what you really want to do, because your purpose really is to find yourself. Your purpose is really to kind of, I just want to kind of say, love yourself and find something that you love to do. But I think it's really just growing, spiritually with the purpose. And with something that really matters. I hope this makes sense to you, Angela.
Thank you, Isis. All right, Vicky said that she's going to move in and torture me, but save a spare room for Michael. So that's lovely. That's lovely what she has in mind. All right. The next we have here, Sheri is going to read for Rachel. Rachel Coda, are you here? Rachel is open and guided. She should be here. We'll give her a second.
Okay.
All right. We have, she's here. And then just so we know, so I can get everybody ready after, what did I say here? We have Rachel, and then we have Renee Shellum. Renee's going to be next after. And then we're going to have Tara Candia. Those are our next ones. All right.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. So, Rachel, the first one that I got for you is the Three of Discs. This is about employment, building something up. You're starting at the bottom and you're going up. This also, to me, says a little bit different. It's like you got all, unlike Dana, you got your chariot wheels all in a row and they're all working and you gassed up and you're ready to go. You're starting your plans and you're not letting anything stop you. You are going and you are shooting for the stars, and everything is coming inward to you. You've put in the work, you've put in the hours, you've gone through the shit, and now you're going to get the payoff. You're going to get all the rewards for it. Everything is coming to you. You don't have to do anything anymore because you've already done that work. But in saying that, you have the Two of Wands. And this is about making a decision and choices. You're sitting there looking, going, well, I don't know. Do I go left? Do I go right? You need to take a risk. Take the risk. Get out of your comfort zone. Jump off that branch and don't worry about what's below you. It doesn't matter. You're not going to fall and break anything. You're protected. They got your ass. You're fine. But you have to make that decision and take that really big jump, that really big leap, because this cat's pretty high up and that's a long ways down, but you can do it. You're a pretty strong person. After you do all of that, what you get is you get the 10 of Cups. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. That's not just financial, that's family, that's abundance, that's happiness, that's friendships, fulfillment, support from people. You're at the very top here and you're pouring down and you're filling all of the cups up, because you're filling that up for you now, because you've tired of filling up for everybody else. And now you're taking that time for you and worrying about you, taking care of you, but you're going to have all of that abundance that you've been working for, because you've put in all of that hard work. So it's pretty quick and easy for Rachel. Those are good cards. I want them.
We all want those cards. Come on, Rachel.
Yeah.
I know Rachel. Rachel's a good peep. She's a local for me as well. So I'm happy to see that she got a reading. So thank you. All right. Who is up next? Did I say? I believe I said it was
Renee.
Renee. That's right. Renee, we have up. Renee Shellum. Here we go.
All right. Hello, Renee. So I got some pretty cool cards. And the first one is the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is he is background here. Swift, loving, caring, just a really good card. I always see him offering and uplifting and just a very poetic, lovely card. So that is the first card. The second card is the Ace of Wands. So we all know wands, we're talking about energy, motivation, maybe even new beginnings, movement forward. I feel like there's new ideas or new purpose, or maybe you're searching for a purpose. But I also feel like there might be some blocks that are stopping you. So when I pull then from the Good Tarot deck, I've got the Messenger of Water, which is cups. And in this card, this really tells me that some of these blocks or things that may be maybe stopping you from really feeling all the positive and all the blessings that you have is, and the word jealousy keeps coming up. And I don't know if that's jealousy of how people are to you or how you feel about someone. And this card, so it's a cups card, so it's a lot about love. And this is a reminder too that even when it's hard to love other people, we have to love them. Like we really should love them because they're a reflection of us, right? We're all one. And you don't need others' approval. I keep hearing is you are enough. You are enough, and you don't need what other people have. You don't need what other people, what they say about you or what they think about you. It doesn't matter. You are enough, and you to love yourself, and loving yourself will really outpour into the rest of the world. And I feel like there might be someone that's hard to love right now, and maybe it's a family member, and it's something's going on where it's just really hard to just feel that. But I encourage you to love yourself and really look at, don't look at what everyone else is saying or doing or thinking. Just focus on yourself and self-love and what you're really about. And I wanted to wrap up, and I love this because I got the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Cups, which Sheri just had. So this is all about good fortune. And I feel like it's the karma, right? So you put out love, you love, forgive, take, let things go from other things in the past. And you don't need anyone else's approval and anyone else's appreciation, right? You have it within. This is just celebrating you, and you celebrate yourself and love yourself, celebrate the wins, and don't be so hard on yourself. And I feel like all of these cards are just all pointing toward love, but it's really love to yourself and letting go of some of these feelings maybe you have if someone's hurt you or you just don't feel like they're a hard person to love. Let that go, move away from that, and just love yourself. And don't worry about what anyone else thinks. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks, feels. You are enough for yourself. And that is going to really show up. And you are going to reap the rewards of that. So thank you for letting me read for you, and have a great night.
You're muted.
Thank you. I said she was a little bit frozen on my side on here, but at least the message got through. All All right. So we have up next Tara. Who was reading for Tara again? It was Michael, right?
Yeah. Hi, Tara. Thanks for letting me read for you. Tara, I pulled the cards. This may be a love reading, but honestly, it's been so long I forgot what that's like. So I'm just going to say something new and exciting is coming into your life. I hope it's love for you. That's great. But the Thoth card I pulled is the Six of Cups, and this is a pleasure card. Now this is a 6, and so this is like, it's something just beginning. The happiness is just starting. So you've gone through the 5, the transition, the change. You've gone through recently some type of a change, and you are now going into a new direction, and there's something new coming your way. I pulled a second one, and that's the Princess of Cups, and this is a very happy card. This one is, it says sweet, gentle, and kind, new love. So there may be new love coming your way. This is exciting. So I pulled some tarot cards, and the first one is the Ace of Wands. And this is new energy. It's passion coming in. I want to focus on the passion part to go with the other two. So it's new passion coming in, either romantic or passion for a new project, job, something new. You may have, the day after the eclipse, you may have woke up and said, you know what? I want to start making pottery. Who knows? Stranger things, right? So it's some new passion that's come your way, and you are all into this. So it's new. Hopefully it's love. Could be. The next one is the Page of Cups, and that kind of follows up nicely. Again, cups. This is all about the emotion. This is a very feeling reading here. It's all in the heart going on, heart-centered. And this is a message coming your way. Someone's bringing a message, or new love is coming your way. And I think there's new love coming your way. Seriously. The next card is the Queen of Coins. Now, this is a good one. And on this, it's Mother Earth, feminine, homemaker, compassion, nurturing, generous. In the Ace of Wands, one of the things that came up was pregnancy. So I don't know. Are you expecting a child maybe, or you want to have a child? Is that something you're looking for? Because it could be that that's what's coming your way. If you're not wanting a child, it's a puppy or a kitten. Okay, it's what it is. But that's the reading I have for you. This is a very positive reading. Overall, to sum it up, new passion is coming. You're moving into a new phase or a new period. New things are coming in. It's very exciting. It's very heart-centered. You are pumped and stoked about this. It's great. If this is a time that you want to get married or something, that could be coming in. Also, too, if you want to have another child, this may be the time for that. It may be what it's saying. I hope this resonates with you, and thank you for letting me read for you. And thanks.
So Tara said, could it be her spiritual gifts? Because that's what she was resonating the most with.
That or a puppy or a kitten. Those are probably awesome. It could be. So it's Tara, that makes great sense. It's fire. And that would definitely be coming from the other side. So these are great things for you. This is cool. Very cool. And the eclipse, after the eclipse, who knows what's going to happen now? It's probably going to really fast track.
It's a very passionate card. I mean, you can't get any more passionate than that. So it's for the love of it if it's not love, but who doesn't want a kitty either?
I don't remember what love feels like, Tanya, so I really don't know a love reading when I see one.
All right. So we have our next here after Tara is going to be Divya. And that is going to be with, I'm hoping I'm saying the name right. So my apologies if I'm totally chopping that up. If it's Divya or Divya, but here we go. And we got Isis on here. And she did want to focus it on love.
You're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
I'm so used to my microphone. Okay. So I was thinking that it might be about love. I think I saw a message earlier. So that's kind of what I focused on for the reading. I also pulled the 3 of cups for you, Divya. Now this is also the abundance card, but I feel like the way that the energy is really being turned is really on you. It's really about celebrating you, not really celebrating like, you know, someone else. I feel that this is all about yourself. So what I get from you is that you are a very strong woman who has kind of been burnt a few times. And I really do also feel that there is might be a little bit of mistrust for the for a love partner. And I think that that has a lot to do with just things that have happened in your life. People just not meeting your personal expectations or doing things to you that kind of left some scars and some open wounds. So, you know, spirit is really saying that, you know, instead of asking about the right partner to come into your life, and I'm going to say right partner because I feel like you either have or you've had ones that didn't really align with you very well. I kind of feel that you're throwing your hands up and you're almost to the point of giving up, but what they're really wanting to talk about is that instead of asking for, you know, when will the right person come into my life, it's really changing your wording, because it's more of like, instead of will I meet the right person, will someone love me? It's more of like, I deserve, or turning that love more inward for yourself, because you have fought a lot of battles. And the focus should really just be more about you, because when you kind of change your perspective and you change more about loving yourself, you're really drawing more people to you. And, you know, it's kind of like what they say is when you're not looking for love, one will really come to you. So change things to where it's more about your own inner happiness. Change things to more it's where about you loving yourself. Don't say negative things about yourself, like, I can't get the right person, I can't meet someone, you know, I can't find like the right partner. It's change it to more of like, you know, I deserve to be loved, I am loved, I love myself, those kind of things. Because when you start to kind of align more with those thoughts, and instead of focusing the negative energy, you want to put out the right energy. And that's where the attraction really comes in, is by you deserving to be loved. And spirit is also saying, don't be picky. We all have like this image in our mind about who we should find. We base everything on like the looks, and we base things kind of sometimes on like certain personalities. But spirit is also saying, don't be picky, because there have been people that have been coming your way that you were kind of like, nope, don't want to deal with that. And I think try to have more options available for yourself, rather than meeting what we think is going to be the right person. Because you can have a person with really good looks, a fancy car and all that kind of stuff, but they will be shitty as far as personality goes. So just make sure that you find self-love, change your thoughts of what you put out into the universe, and don't be so, or don't narrow down your selection, if that makes sense.
All right. Thank you, Isis. All right, guys. So we have, first of all, I want to take a moment here to just thank, and I want you guys all to write thank you for those of you, even for those of you who didn't get a message, because a lot of us get piggyback messages. We do. When we hear a reading, sometimes your intuition brings you to an area so that you can listen to the message and be open to it. So if you were open to it, you may have heard a message that was like, hey, that's something that I could have taken on. And that's what the beauty is of tarot. But I wanted to take a moment here to really just give my appreciation for this crew here, because they have busted their ass for this class. And I know it was not an easy doing. It just wasn't. It wasn't an easy doing to take on here, especially when you have to Well, make it personable and get a card that you're stuck with for 4 weeks. Yes, they were stuck with a card for 4 weeks and they had to say, this is who I am. And I had to get it too. And the card I got stuck with was the 10 of Wands. But what's interesting is that we're facing off each other each week. So every time we face that card, we are collectively helping one another. And I cannot believe we are ready on the final class this Saturday. But we're going to continue to do our challenges because we got like 2 more weeks really of challenges with accountability. But I just want to take the time to thank you. And if you guys can just smash that love button and make sure you look in the description box of Facebook and YouTube where you can get the links. All right. And if you got a personal reading, go subscribe to their pages. That is huge for these individuals. Okay. So please do so. But thank you guys for being here. But we're going to get to collective readings. So you guys know the drill for collective readings, right? I'm going to give the break here. These guys get to sit back and relax because now they can watch me work and are like off the hook here. But with the tarot stories, this is going to be a bonus collective. So I need you guys to comment bonus because that's the way it goes. So we can get the algorithm up. We're going to get this back on here on board. We're going to make the board on here. We're going to do one more tarot story. All right. One more tarot story. Yes. Everybody did an amazing job. All right. Well, we're going to start off here with the Thoth deck. Let's see if we get any repeats. All right, Spirit. What is going on for the collective? What do we need to know for the collective right now? What are they going through? Here we go. Oh, let me make sure I put collective story so it doesn't say I'm on mute because I'm not really. Here we go. Here we go. Well, look at that passion. Look at that fiery energy here of the Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. She's a pretty feisty queen. She's very creative, very artsy, looks good, doesn't mind a challenge. But she can also be pretty arrogant when things don't go her way. I mean, she's kind of a powerhouse here. Her confidence sometimes could be very overwhelming to individuals. All right. It's almost like overconfidence too can have people kind of like go away. But this is someone here who's feeling very independent. And it's interesting because we had a reading here about hyper independence. What else? Let's see what else that was with this Queen of Wands. No reversals yet on initial story play. Here we go. Well, this is someone here who's looking at their options, is a little confused about the next moves. Oh my gosh. Unexpected changes for this queen. For sure. We have the Tower here. This is something that is shocking. This is something unexpected, collective. It's almost like you got to think out of the box here. If you are working on a creative endeavor or you are in your glow up period, feeling confident in the level here, oh, I got choices and options. There's something that is quickly coming in for this individual. This is something here that is not comfortable. It's an extreme change. Let's look at what that extreme change is bringing. Reversals are now up. We have the Three of Wands. This could be a move. Oh my goodness. We have the King of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here with the High Priestess. Wow. There is somebody in the distance who I believe is watching you. This is an individual here that I feel has something to say. They're very authentic. They're being intuitively guided to come to you. between both worlds. This is a gift, though. We have some individuals here who are about to receive a big gift. It's an opportunity here. Some of you, this is business. Others of you, it's could be a long distance. Some of you, it could be a long distance relationship, but somebody here is willing to go the distance. But they've been keeping something hidden. And even though you've been feeling change, because some of you have been feeling change, you still don't see this coming. Right? Look at this. The world's in her hand here, but it's like, here's what is in the documents here. And when you think of the high priestess, it's usually the Torah. Ten of Pentacles. Look at all this security. This could be replacement. This could be a new job opportunity. This could be an entire relocation. If it's not a relocation collective, it's something here where there's a new opportunity to do something brand spanking new, because somebody here sees your value. This can be a promotion. This could be a new endeavor, a project, but this relationship here is solid. It's a community. It's like you'll have everything here. It's almost, I feel like an upgrade. I almost feel like, they're showing me, I forget what name of the show was, but it was a kitchen show. It wasn't Hell's Kitchen, but it did have Ramsay in it. But basically they had 3 stages and you didn't know which kitchen you were going to get. If you were going to be in the bottom kitchen, which basically had no tools, or you have to work your way up to have the kitchen that had everything. And I feel like we have an individual here who all of a sudden is in an expansive area here and didn't expect it. No. But this has been so distant. Look at all of this orange. Look at all of this confidence for this individual. Now, the 5 of Swords here reversed. I do feel like it's a quick decision that needs to be made. It's like either you want this or you don't. Now, some of you may feel like this person is extremely pushy, or this place is very pushy. Or it's like, why do I have to make a decision right now? But it's like, you're going to lose it if you don't get it. Because somebody here is feeling like this is what it is. And I'm going to tell you 1 second, if this is love, what this is like. Oh my gosh, because there's competition. All right. Now, if this is love, this is an individual here who wants exclusivity. This is somebody here who's saying, listen, I don't want to play games. This is something here where I want something more. I don't want to be put on the table here with others or conflict. So let's make this something where it is a relationship that we can grow with. And I feel like for some of you, it could be a contract or something quick that comes in where this individual is saying there's other candidates, but I see you as the one. And like, this is something you exclusively had to take now. Now is what I'm hearing. Let's see what advice Spirit has for you if you are connecting to this reading. We're going to use the Thoth Deck again. What advice, Spirit, do we have here? We're going to use 2 cards. Here we go. No reversals with the Thoth. Wow. We have the Prince of Swords. Oh my goodness. Well, there's my card. Impression. I say my card because that's the card I was given here for my class. There are some things where if you don't take a chance, you may be burned. You may lose out. But the ability here to be wise and to take that actions is huge. All right. This is something here where you really don't have a lot of time to think about. And I think you're going to have to use your gut reaction here. All right. Now, I love how this is pulling here through the 2, like, because if you look at this, it looks like the 2 of Pentacles a little bit, right? It's like 3 here. So I feel like it's a lot of collaboration here of how we can bring in. I always feel like the Prince of Swords reminds me a lot of the Chariot card here. But this is somebody here who's holding that authentic sword. It's like, I gotta go after this. I need to be intelligent about this, but also I need to very, very much claim this. Yes, am I in it to win it, or yes or no, am I out? And you can go either way with this. but you have to, and the advice here is to look at it as this. This is like, you're not going to get this back. It's this level here of being very direct. All right. And if this is love and you did not expect this, if this is unexpected love or unexpected offer here, the Prince of Swords is also an energy here of being very open and authentic with what you desire within a relationship too. So this can really work both ways for both business and love, is that you communicate with one another, setting also your boundaries and your decisions. If they're going to be as quick as that, you can be as quick as back. You know, it's like, well, here's my deadline. This is what I need. So don't be afraid to give those deadlines, is what really Spirit is saying. That's what I got, guys. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, thank you so much, guys, for being here. Love and light to all of you. Looks like we lost Michael. Michael's like, I'm out. How long's this story going? Are we done? All right. And like I said, guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to their pages. You guys have an amazing evening. And I will be back for weekly all sign reads back over on Sunday. Okay. And I'll see you guys then. You guys take care.